Welcome to this week's edition of Morning Line, the USTA's weekly news magazine. I'm Paul Ramlow.
And I'm Allison Conte. 8 American National Stakes were in the spotlight this past Saturday at Balmoral Park. 3 recent Breeders' Crown champions were among the starters on the night, and each of them added an American National title to their resume. Freaky Feet Pete left no doubt he's one of the best 3-year-old pacing colts in North America as he paced to a stakes-tying 48-4 triumph in the $150,000 American National for sophomore pacing colts and geldings. Lost for Words held on for second, while Mohawk Warrior got up for show honors. Trained by Larry Rheinheimer for Mary Jo and Marty Rheinheimer, Freaky Feet Pete added the winner's share of the purse to his lifetime bankroll, which now stands at $1.1 million.
It's been amazing this year, and Trace has done a good job with it, driving him, and we've had a lot of fun. Met a lot of nice people. Next year we might have to go a little bit further with him, but we will.
It's been a great ride. You know, it's a storybook. You know, you can compare it to a storybook. It had a good beginning and a great ending. Thought about it, my horse acted like he really wanted to go, so I want to keep position out of there, get around the one, and try to follow David. We're going pretty good, and I thought that was the move to make. I thought that was the winning move right there. You know, and I thought I could do either one and still get there, but I thought that was the move to make today. You know, put him in the right spot and let him do his work.
When he took the lead, I just knew he was going to keep going, so that's what he does. He just digs in and keeps going.
The bank didn't disappoint his backers as he captured the $204,000 American National for sophomore trotting colts and geldings in 153-1. Habitat took the field through fractions of 28-3, 56-4, and 125-1 before David Miller pulled the bank to the outside and wore down the leader with every stride before going on to win by 1 1/4 lengths. Homicide Hunter was third. Sent off as the 6-5 favorite and piloted by Miller for trainer Jimmy Takter, the homebred son of Donato Hanover, Lantern Kronos, notched career victory 7 and upped his career earnings to $1.1 million for owners Christina Takter, Goran Falk, and Goran Anderberg.
I didn't really push off the gate real hard, you know. I thought maybe the couple from the outside would be leaving, which Yannick did leave, and I tried to remove, but Yannick was, the quarter was so slow, Yannick decided to keep the front, and which was fine, it still wasn't big fractions, and my horse, he felt great following him, and at the head of the lane, I moved him over, and he took off.
Always Be Mickey used a bold power move just past the 26-4 opening panel and never looked back, drawing off to win the $136,500 American National Open Pace in 149-1. Driven by David Miller for trainer Jimmy Takter, the son of Always a Virgin, Art Stopper paced confidently to post his 4th victory this season in as many tries. Always Be Mickey now has $1.2 million in his career for co-owners Bluewood Stable, Roll the Dice Stable, and Christina Takter. Always Be Mickey bested rivals Luck Be With You and Better's Edge.
It's pretty remarkable. I mean, he's got 4 screws in each hind leg, I kind of keyed him up a little bit there to get him away, and he was feeling a little strong in the hole, so I went ahead and moved him. I expected not to get to the front real easy, and, 53-3 probably isn't that much, but for him, I thought it was a little tough. I got a pretty nice 3rd quarter in him, and he swelled up. He felt real strong.
The American Nationals have long been a staple of the stakes season in Chicago and have been raced at Balmoral Park since 1998. Several horsemen offered their memories of past American National races with our Morning Line crew.
Yeah, it's exciting. You get the best horses in the country come here, and some of the great friends of mine, like John Campbell and some of those guys, it's good to get to see them. We don't get to see them that often, and when they come here, it's sort of enjoyable. Some of the best trotters in the world have raced over this racetrack.
And I've seen every single American National since 1979. We've moved them over here, and they've been great races here. We changed the format about 8-10 years ago and attracted the best horses every single year. And it's been just a pleasure and a thrill to work with it.
I've driven a lot of great horses here, Magician, Shadow Play, Pet Rock. I drove Vandervet here. I mean, I've driven a lot of good horses.
So the bulk of mine's been later in my life, and I was able to win a few American Nationals. I was able to win the Windy City pace, so that was pretty good.
I did landscaping, I did roofing, I did detailing. I just came back last 2 years ago. Once you get out, you think you're out, but you got to come back. But you call that horse fever. That's what you call horse fever, yeah.
My father was a veterinarian right here in Goodnow, Illinois. He raced at Washington Park, and that's how I got into it. He had it as a hobby, and I just got into doing it. Well, the good memories, well, we raced every night, and the memories that we had a 3-race paddock, and we didn't have to be in detention or anything like that.
This week's tweet of the week comes from ABC 57's Emily Kinzer. At @ekinzer, ABC 57 tweeted, "In the barn with Freaky Feet Pete this morning. His victory story on @ABC 57 News in minutes." And good news, if you missed it, you can still watch the segment on Freaky Fast Breeders' Crown and American National Champion Freaky Feet Pete on abc57.com.
Dover Downs will host Grand Circuit action this Thursday with 4 matron stakes on the card for 3-year-old pacers and trotters. Wiggle It Jiggle It and Wakizashi Hanover, the 2 richest sophomore pacers this year, will renew their rivalry on Thursday. Wiggle It Jiggle It will be gunning for his 20th victory of the year and would go over the $2 million plateau in 2015 earnings with a victory in the $201,900 matron. He will start from the rail for driver Montrell Teague. Tim Tetrick will pilot Wakizashi Hanover from post 4. The North America Cup champion last raced in the Breeders' Crown, finishing 4th in the race won by Freaky Feet Pete.
Mission Brief and Wild Honey will also meet up in the matron for 3-year-old filly trotters, giving Dan Patch Award voters another chance to see the sport's top duo in action. When they last met in the Breeders' Crown, Mission Brief made a break while on the lead in the stretch, allowing Wild Honey to emerge victorious in a 154-3 score and pass the $1 million mark in season's earnings. The Jimmy Takter trainee has drawn the rail for Thursday's matron with John Campbell in the bike. Mission Brief, a winner of 8 races and more than $835,000 this year, will start from post 5. Yannick Gingras gets the call from trainer Ron Burke.
In this week's edition of Paul's Paddock Picks, I will take a look at Thursday's matron stakes for 3-year-old colt trotters. Crazy Wow will be looking to pass the $1 million mark in 2015 earnings when he starts from post 5 for trainer Ron Burke and driver Tim Tetrick. Crazy Wow has 2 wins and 2 seconds in his last 5 starts and enters the matron off a 154 triumph over Homicide Hunter and Pinkman in the Carl Erskine Trot at Hoosier last month. I think Crazy Wow will add another trophy to his mantle on Thursday. For place, I like Åke Svansted's Crescent Fashion, the runner-up to Pinkman in the Kentucky Futurity. He was 5th in his most recent effort in the Breeders' Crown, off a tough trip from post 7. This week he gets a better post with the 3-hole, and I think driver Scott Zeron will have him in the mix. For show, I am going with the Jimmy Takter trainee French Laundry, who will have to overcome post 8. In his last 3 starts, the son of Muscles Yankee was 4th in the Breeders' Crown, 3rd in the Kentucky Futurity, and was a winner in the Old Oaken Bucket. Brett Miller gets the driving assignment on Thursday. So once again in the matron 3-year-old colt trot, I am going with Crazy Wow to win, Crescent Fashion to place, and French Laundry to show.
And for our final sound off on social question, it seems only fitting to be looking ahead to next year. I know it doesn't always work out the way we want it to, but I think we may finally have some of those epic aged battles we've been craving in 2016. Obviously, on the pacing side, we've got some great ones to look forward to in Freaky Feet Pete, Wiggle It Jiggle It, Lost for Words, and the lightly campaigned Always Be Mickey, just to name a few. But don't forget about the trotters. 2016 will also bring the 4-year-old campaigns of top horses like Mission Brief and Pinkman. So let us know on Facebook and Twitter at US Trotting which matchups you're most anxiously awaiting, and we'll send you some Grand Circuit swag. This is the final edition of Morning Line for the 2015 season. We'd like to thank all of our loyal viewers and look forward to bringing you a new season next spring. In the meantime, be sure to visit ustrotting.com for our special wintertime features, including chats with champs and tips of the trade.
Special thanks to our producer Rich Johnston, reporter Ken Weingartner, and the Harness Publicists of North America for all their help with this season's episodes. We'll see you next spring on the Morning Line.